Good morning, LW 222 students. We are into week 11, so we are definitely on the downslope, approaching the end of the semester, so keep plugging away, and the end is now in sight. For this week 11 of the course, you will notice in our weekly schedule that you're doing chapters 21 and 22. So chapter 21 and 22 deals with the phytochemicals or phytonutrients, which are found in plant foods, and they actually provide plant foods color. So we are finding that there's a lot of benefit to a diet that's rich in not only plant foods, but colorful plant foods. So that chapter talks a lot about phytonutrients. Chapter 22 deals with cancer and how we go through different stages in the cancer process, in the initiation and the development of cancer. And it also talks about how to, how our dietary habits can definitely help prevent various forms of cancer. So those are the two chapters you're reading this week, and then you also have your patient case study that is due this week as well. So if you look at your week 11 module under the content button, so if we scroll down, week 11 and 12, you will see all of your chapter 21 and 22 assessments. So basically you've got a pre-learning assessment for each chapter, you've got your case study, you've got your global nutrition watch, and your post-learning assessment. So you have that same order of items for chapter 22 as well. So you guys should be getting pretty good at doing your MindTap assessments that go along with each chapter. As far as the case study goes, if you look under the dietary analysis assignment, you'll see these last three links here are going to be what you need. So the instructions are here. I've given you a 3-day food log and then also the scoring rubric that goes along with it. Now note, when we look at the particular instructions for this assignment, you're going back and using that diet and wellness app that I've provided in Cengage. So just as a refresher, if we go back to this MindTap Access and Resources link, and you click on enter your MindTap access code here, that'll take you right into that MindTap rather quickly. And then remember, over on the right hand side of the screen, you'll see the apple. Okay, so Diet and Wellness Plus right over here, see that little apple? That's what you're going to click on, and you'll open up that Diet and Wellness Plus. Okay, so going in there, we are going to go through these steps. So step number 1, you're going to go into your account and create a new profile for your client. So as far as that information, if you go to your 3-day food log, which is this, at the very top, I've given you all the information you need for your patient, and you'll be able to use that information to create a new profile for Sam Smith. So again, if you're going into Diet and Wellness Plus, you'll see the little icon right here in the corner beside your name, and you'll just click on create a new profile right there. And once you create that new profile, then you'll be able to enter all the foods for that particular client. So as far as the 3 days go, you do see I have everything listed for day 1, day 2, and then day 3. So you'll enter each individual day just like you did for yourself under Track Diet. Make sure the date, you put your 3 different dates up here at the top when you enter in those foods for each individual day. Once you're done entering all the foods, if we go back to the instructions, so step 2 here is you're going to print off all the reports. So you can see basically you're doing all the same reports that you printed off for yourself. Intake versus goals, macronutrient ranges, source analysis, and then the MyPlate analysis reports. So once you've printed off all of those reports, then you're going to answer these questions. Okay, so please note that I'm asking you a few different things in this first question. Is your client's diet balanced according to the recommended daily value for total calories? So number 1, I'm asking about total calories. Is this person in a positive or a negative energy balance? Are they ingesting too many calories or not enough? And then, according to the acceptable macronutrient distribution ranges for carb, protein, and fat. So, what's the acceptable range for carb? We know it's 45 to 65% of the total calories. How is your particular patient doing? So, you're looking at those three percentages, and then also saturated fat. So, I've also given you a hint as far as where to find, this information in your reports. So each question, make sure that you're answering it thoroughly. A lot of times students do not receive full points because they don't give enough explanation in their answers. Please note that question 3, I'm only asking about vitamins, and then question 4, I'm only asking about minerals. So those two are separated out in this particular assignment. So everything is pretty self-explanatory there. Last question though, I did ask you to give 5 dietary tips. So in addition to listing each tip, I would like you to explain why. So for example, saying my patient needs to eat breakfast and leaving it at that. You would miss points because you didn't explain why is eating breakfast good for us. Obviously it's a jump start to our metabolism. It wakes up our metabolism. It gets us fuel for the day, so just going on and explaining why is that a healthy behavior. So you're going to be submitting this into the Dropbox. So if you go to, let me go back to our course site, under the assignments button, you will see that the patient case study is right here. So you're going to be submitting that all into that particular Dropbox. So my suggestion is to create one entire document. So starting with the typed answers to these 12 questions. Okay, so that should be the first page of your document. And then cut and paste all of your reports that you've printed off or saved, I should say, into that same document. You don't need to upload a million different documents. Let's keep it all into one document. And so all of the answers to the 12 questions followed immediately. If you just keep scrolling down, you'll just copy each different report into that same document. So you're only uploading one major document. So that will be a lot easier than, trying to upload 15 different things. Just cut and paste them into that one document. So that assignment is due this week as well. So those are the items that are due. Also note that I have graded your vitamin poster boards. So I was able to get in and look at all of those. So you can actually look at your grade as far as those go. Next week, I'll be assigning a mineral poster as well. If you want to get ahead of the game and you want to start on that, feel free to. I did also put up your mineral poster board assignments. So you'll see which mineral right here that you were assigned. And if you want to start working on that, please note you can just use the back side of that same poster board to do your mineral on. There's no need to purchase a brand new poster board. Just turn it over and use the back side when you create that mineral poster. So if you have further questions, feel free to reach out to me, and have a great week, and I'll be in touch next Monday.